Oliver decide to leave Diaz alive at the end when he leaves prison? Will he come to regret that decision, and will that decision influence his relationship with Felicity when he gets back?
His decision to leave Diaz alive will not influence his relationship with Felicity, but I think it's going to have an incredibly impactful moment on another person that he's very close with. I don't know if he'll come to regret the decision, actually. Probably. But you know, those are maybe that's part of the new Oliver post-prison, is those are the decisions that he has to live with. You know, even if ultimately the best thing to do would have been to not leave him alive. We shall see.
Can you talk about, for those who haven't seen it, can you preview a little bit about Oliver and Felicity's reunion, and also how Oliver's going to kind of react or reconcile this new version of Felicity, this little darker side of her?
We have some really fantastic scenes in 8. I mean, obviously we see each other for the first time at the end of 7, but then pretty quickly I learned that a lot of the stuff that Diaz was saying about Felicity is true, and I thought the way that we worked it out, and we do work it out pretty quickly, we come to an understanding that nothing's ever going to be perfect. One of the other things that we talked about a lot is Oliver can't live in a normal apartment building anymore, right? I thought that they should militarize the Queen Mansion. I got shot down. I don't think we could afford to do that. But nothing's ever going to be perfect or normal about our relationship. And I think that the sooner that the two of them accept that, the sooner that they can move on with their lives.
The action this season has kind of gone up to like a whole other level, especially with the shower fight scene.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, episode 7 was a small action movie.
Yeah.
Can you talk about like what it's been like for you? You've been training. So.
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, the shower fight scene, that obviously was in the first episode of the season, and it's not often that we get an opportunity to do something like that. This was obviously incredibly unique insofar as we've had a couple of fights in the history of the show that we can't double meet. Not that we do a ton, but this obviously had to be me. We didn't use a body double or anything like that. But then 7, they just turned the stunt department loose. It was the shortest script that I've ever read, because it had such little stage direction in it. It was basically Beth going to James Bamford and saying, this is the through line of what happens to Oliver from the start to the finish. Do what you can with the time that you have. Go. Like, there's some specific stuff, like Stanley hits Oliver with a needle and Oliver's tied up, or whatever. But all that choreography, that was something that the stunt department, I think, really excelled in. We're not going to get nominated for a stunt Emmy because we don't get nominated for a stunt Emmy, but we should get nominated for a stunt Emmy.